Despite last week complaining, I'm having a good attitude.
Thank you.
You got it?
Thank you.
We had to send a link out.
Already did.
You did? To everybody?
Yeah, no leaks. They all have it. They're jumping in as we speak.
Jumping in?
Maybe.
Maybe they should just go online instead of doing any actual.
Maybe they should, yeah.
Did you guys pray before you started eating? It's gonna turn to gravel, you know. That's what happens, is it turns to gravel. Did you guys pick a quick question?
We're doing all of them, aren't we?
Lord, thank you for this food. Bless your bodies in Jesus' name.
Amen. Let's do as many as time will allow.
Well, you're the one who's always ready to go.
Randy's watching.
That's too bad for him. He should know better. He has the age, experience, and wisdom to know that this is probably not something he should. Here's a garbage bag, by the way, when you're ready.
Done.
They didn't give us any napkins, just so you know. Grab that Kleenex box, they didn't give us any napkins. Ew! You like that? Ew!
Welcome to the
To
Fox
the Fox Valley Fantasy Football Show.
I'm your host.
There. Yeah.
My mom said not to eat with food in my mouth.
Wow.
So I don't know what you guys
Daniel
are doing.
Not
Aaron
to
Schill.
eat with food in your mouth?
And
That's
John.
weird.
Sorry, not to talk with food
There
in
you
your
go.
mouth.
Yeah. There you go.
There's your host.
Hold on. We have the trophies in the wrong spot.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not the GOAT,
You're not the goat.
Yeah.
but this
you
isn't
the
my
goat?
first rodeo.
I'm the goat. Yeah.
He's not the GOat,
I'm the
but
goat.
he just
Well,
likes to have that.
I got Darth Vader in the right spot here at least.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest, baddest.
Let's get to the quick
Right.
question!
Here we go.
Love it.
Tonight's quick question is, would you rather have to buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping,
Okay.
or always forget one thing that you wanted to buy when you go shopping? So you always have to buy 10 things you don't need when you go shopping, or you always forget one thing that you actually went shopping for?
I hate clutter. I'd rather forget it and then get it next time.
That would, if I forgot something every time, I would be so angry.
I usually do anyway, so that's the thing.
No,
It's
that
just my
would,
life.
That would irritate me to no end. I'd rather buy 10 extra things.
I'm kind of with Aaron, and here's the problem. If you always forget something and you have to go back to buy what you forgot, you're gonna forget something again.
Yeah, that's
So
terrible.
you're always, every time
Just
you go
in a
shopping.
never-ending loop.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the other hand, if I always forget something, or if I always buy 10 more things, my wife has to do all the shopping because I can't go anymore because I'm spending too much or I'm always forgetting
That's
something.
a great angle. Then you don't have to do. Either way, you're not doing the shopping anymore.
Well,
Can you imagine? Jen sends me to the store to get one thing, and I come back and I'm like, oh,
Empty-handed. Oh,
I'm
I forgot
sorry,
that one
I
thing.
forgot. What did you do for 30 minutes? Walked around. I mean, there's no
Got
way.
distracted.
Yeah.
Walked the fishing aisle.
See what
Completely
Ben
forgot
Butcher
what I
said
went
in the
there
chat?
for. He lives in option 2. Ben does.
He lives there.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well,
Yeah. All right. We doing any more or just that one?
I want
wanna
to
do-
ask the last
Let's do one more. Go for it.
So, would you rather spend the day wearing wet socks or with a popcorn kernel stuck in your teeth?
Ugh.
Number
Terrible.
one, I know both of your answers.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I have the right answer.
Okay.
So both of your answers is going to be popcorn kernel.
No.
Because you both, when we do the water beds, have to change clothes into dry clothes.
I would rather.
Whereas me,
No.
I'm still wet from here to here, from pocketeer, and here to here to pocketeer. I could not live with the kernel in
I
my
would
mouth
take
all
the
day.
wet socks. I can't do the kernel corn.
Wet socks would be easy.
I hate wet feet all day. It's like an athlete's foot.
So you would have a kernel in your. It's only one day.
Yeah, because eventually I forget about it. Like as annoying as it is, I can put that out of my mind. I can't put wet feet out of my
Oh.
When
mind.
I have something in my tooth, it doesn't go out of my mind ever.
I forgot to turn the light on behind us today. That's okay.
Yeah.
Oh well. All right, let's move on. The stud of the week. It's that time.
Hold on. AB is already breathing threats against you.
Oh my.
I see that. I'll. We'll get to him. Don't worry.
We'll get to him. All right. So for the stud this week, a bit of a weird one. We haven't announced
Nope.
this as the stud in a long time,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
Mr. Chris Godwin.
I don't think he's ever been this stud.
I don't know if he has. Chris Godwin, 36.5 points, 11 catches for 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. A huge week, which helped a couple of people win some weeks, I'm sure, because that was somewhat unexpected. Honorable mentions.
You did.
Welcome back
Yeah.
welcome back to Joe Mixon, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, Joe Mixon, 28 points. Bijan Robinson starting to heat up, 25. Derrick Henry staying hot
Doing
at
Derrick
26.
Henry things.
AJ Brown, welcome back, 24.5 points. Big week for him. George Kittle, the
Did
only
we start
tight end.
AJ Brown this
Yeah.
week? Okay, good.
George Kittle, the only thing, the only tight end doing jack squat.
Cole Kmet at 24.
I know, but that doesn't count.
On my bench.
Nobody started Cole Kmet.
Yeah,
So
he's
George
on my
Kittle,
bench.
22
Who did you
points.
start?
Wouldn't have even mattered.
Well.
McBride.
It wouldn't even
And most quarterbacks had a good week this week, surprisingly. 20
Not
points
however,
for most of the
not
quarterbacks.
most.
Most quarterbacks.
Not most.
Well, yours didn't, but most
Exactly.
quarterbacks
Did
had
you
a good
lose your
week,
mouse?
so.
Go. It's been finicky.
By
On to
the way,
bus.
hold on.
Oh.
By the way, Calliope chimes in.
Yep. She said that she wants all the extra stuff at the store.
Oh,
So
there you
Cheryl
go.
posted in there on Calliope's half that she
Yeah.
would like, on
Yeah.
behalf, she'd like all the
Yeah.
I
stuff.
can imagine.
And Ben says trench foot, no thanks. I agree, Ben.
See, the two
All right.
soldiers, yeah.
I don't think you would get trench foot in one day. I've been soaked.
That was
That's in
scary.
my neck.
That one gotcha. The busts of the week, there were a lot of
Where's it?
threes
You
had a
and
lot to pick
twos
from,
and
yeah.
a lot of injuries and negatives and then injuries, Dave
Yeah.
Schmidt's
There's
team.
a lot of negatives in this
There
room.
was there are. But one stood out among them all, and that is not a quarterback who did well, but a quarterback who did very poorly in Dak Prescott. 3.2 points, 17 passes for 178 yards, and 2 interceptions. Absolutely terrible. I don't even know. Let's see who had him. Youth League, I know Casey had him. You had him in one of the men's leagues.
In the
Jason
AFC.
had him, and Jason
Yeah.
had him in the NFC.
Yeah,
That's right.
he totally destroyed my team
Yeah.
this week.
I don't know in what world
One
you
of the
would ever
reasons
play
I got
Prescott over
pocketeered was
Allen,
because
but
of Dak Prescott.
hey,
He was awful. I mean,
3
Been-
points.
yeah,
how bad are the Cowboys right now?
They're really
They're
bad.
bad.
terrible. About his
Which kind of makes me happy.
Yeah, I'm
They're-
surprised that McCarthy still has
they're-
a job.
team is as busted as Aiden Hutchinson's leg. Anyway,
Did you guys see Jerry Jones yelling at, trying to get those radio guys fired? I was amazing. Here, give me the trash. I
Haven't
got the
seen
garbage bag right here.
all right.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
next to delete
Who's the
some
big
files.
juggernaut, Aaron?
The big juggernaut! Where is it? Oh, there it is.
There he is.
Right in front of you. That's why you can't find him.
Oh, the Vader juggernaut, huh? Okay.
Both of them.
Wow, all right.
They're
Wow.
Vader-
They're
the
both
Vader
juggernauts. And Thanos. We gotta have Thanos.
Darth Jugger.
No,
Okay.
it's Darth Vader, Thanos, and Juggernaut. You
wow.
gotta come up
They're
with
all
the
the
name.
same.
So the big juggernaut.
That'll be the big Juggernaut's new name. Those three put together.
And I'm sure that he is going to have some things to say about this when he gets a chance.
Fan or not.
And we'll talk about this later in the AFC rundown. But this is the comeback kid, Mr. Nathan. coming back from Milwaukee in the hospital, coming back in fantasy,
Yeah.
and scoring 178.9 points. A huge week by Nathan. We'll talk about it more in the
I
AFC
think he
rundown.
cheated somehow.
The big juggernaut.
Yeah. And let the record show Brody in the Youth League had 188 points, 10 more than Nathan did.
Oh, I know.
However,
Brody
these
had.
awards are for the men's league.
Mhm.
So, an
Yep.
honorable big
Sorry.
juggernaut to
He
Brody.
got 188 with one
188.
fewer guy.
I know.
Yeah.
And they're half point PPR or full?
No, we're
Full
full.
point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, the fat caboose.
Here we go.
Here we go.
This is the most deserving pack caboose I think we've ever done.
Yeah.
And I've gotten it before, and I
This
should
is
know.
rough.
You should
Yeah.
know. Yeah. You would know. You've been there.
I was there early in the season, but you
Uh-huh.
should be able to right the ship over time.
Who is it? Is it me?
Yeah, you usually do this one.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not in
The
on
fat
this one.
caboose of the week is
I come in
Jason's
next.
Pistachio Farm. Jason, 78.32 points, well below any of the Youth League also. So, yeah, sorry, Jason. He had Dak Prescott starting. He had
Don't
an injury.
apologize. It's
No,
his own
no, I'm
fault.
not sorry because
Yeah.
I'm glad I won. I didn't really need a whole lot to win, which was good because I didn't score a whole lot.
Jason, you did worse than the kids.
That's right. Yep.
He
And-
did 110
Yeah.
worse than Brody.
And they had one less player. So that is
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Craziness.
All right, well, we're getting on to the water bets for this week. This week,
So,
John.
This is what happened. You see what it says right there?
Uh-huh.
This is
Oh,
where
sorry,
I
sorry,
talk
sorry.
now.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
go ahead.
here we go.
They don't know this, but it's highlighted in yellow that my
Yeah.
name is supposed to do
Yeah.
this part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, we went head-to-head in the AFC this week.
Correct?
And we water bet because
That's
I'm
right.
a man of courage and
That's
you're a
right.
big chicken.
Hey, chicken, I
Because
bet.
you never bet with me on... Well, when was the last time you bet in the NFC against me? Remember when we played that week and you're like, no.
Well, my team was abject disaster.
My team is a disaster in the AFC, but I do it anyway. I lost, obviously, so I got wet.
Mm-hmm.
And we have it where first place among the three of us doesn't get wet. Second place gets wet once, and then third place has to go through twice.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I lost. I also came in second place, so I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
You came in third place, so you got 2. But there's
Yeah.
one thing that I need to let everybody know. The reason I wasn't tied with you for first place by going 4
Uh-huh.
like you is because I actually bet on Eric Eitenbrock to beat me, the juggernaut of the whole 3
Uh-huh.
leagues. And I'll let you know what happens later on.
Wow.
Let's roll the videotape.
Wow.
First one.
The VHS tape. Oh wait, we got another one. This wasn't in the script.
Oh, yeah.
This ran incoming here pretty quick, I'm sure.
Can't wait to hear
Ridiculous.
it. I can't wait to
But
hear
here we go, so I'll spin the wheel.
This is because you guys did a bet against each other, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
We got to explain that so people know what's
Matrix
happening.
dodge?
No. Sneak
Sneak
attack.
attack.
it.
Come
Oh, I love it.
Alright.
Sneak attack is fun because you never know when it's coming.
It's not
So
fun.
what's the rules for sneak attack? It's gotta be.
It's supposed to be like 6 feet away.
You just hit him without him knowing it. You
Of
never
course,
know.
sneak attack.
Can I do it like above his head, or does it have
No,
to
you
be?
cannot.
You throw it at him. It's not a bad hair day. You just gotta chuck it when he least expect it. He doesn't know where you're standing or what's going on. Just all of a sudden out of nowhere, somebody's gonna get hit.
Do I want to do a side? Do I want to do back?
I know, but if you're talking, he's gonna.
The point
know
is to
where
be
you are
sneaky,
the whole
Nathan.
time. Don't shush me. The show's already long enough. We don't need a 15-hour doing it all.
It went out of focus there
Well,
for a
I also
second.
have mints in my pocket that I forgot about.
There we go.
You are really wet, head
Yeah.
to toe.
I brought another shirt.
Is that it?
It just cuts it off.
Just ended it,
Unceremoniously, just whatever.
So there's that one. Me and Nathan.
And
Ready to roll
now-
the other one?
And now to the good one.
Here's the good
Host,
one.
co-host,
Here we go.
and co-co-host.
Here we go.
This week was horrible because Aaron gets to drench us 4 times. I finished. What's all the chatter?
All the background
We
noise.
bet against each other and I lost, so you got to twice. And you finished last, so you get soaked twice. So we're gonna spin the wheel. This will be my first one.
Very exciting. I'm so excited for this.
We're doing individual spins for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh no, Pocketeer! Okay, hold on. Before we move on, let's just do my second one. I should not have. We have to wait another hour and a half.
How
to
exciting
do it
is this?
again.
That was your
You think the
problem.
algorithm
It's
is nice?
I know, that was the problem.
Oh, again!
It's a double Pocketeer.
Both pockets, baby!
Hold on. I'm gonna have to empty my pockets.
Oh, my.
This was not a comfortable activity.
This is fantastic. Watch this closely, everybody. This is a once-in-a-lifetime
But you're standing
opportunity.
between
I tried to get out of the way.
and the water.
Here we go. Here we go. You ready? Here we go, John.
That-
Two pockets. He wet his pants on both sides.
the thing is, the wet zone was dry,
Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
but I'm still wet.
Wow.
It is soaked into my jeans.
Exciting.
All right, here's mine.
That was not
That's
exciting.
one of my favorite things I've ever done. I love it.
The first one.
Another sneak attack. Wow. That's what makes it.
And then the second. Yep. Look at the second one. Get a lot of background noise here today.
Just speak up into the mic and you'll find.
The downtowner. What is that?
Uh-oh.
Is that like a wide shot?
Not in the crowd.
4 yards.
I thought the downtowner was the duck one. That's why that was really You guys might be in the splash zone.
Yeah, you might be in the.
You went quick.
Jabbed in the
I
back.
know.
That was pretty surprising.
We thought he was going to draw it out, and I just went
There it is. Wow, that looked like it was head to your head.
Yeah.
That's funny because it was
Water bets paid.
That was horrible. You're not supposed to move. Just stupid. I got a double pocketeer. That was the worst ever.
Favorite of all time.
So Cheryl said
were
in the
great.
chat, I think that double pocketeer was the best water bet
It
yet.
was.
Yeah,
I agree,
that's
Cheryl. That
excellent.
was fantastic.
Hold on.
the best
You
thing to
can't
see.
comment on water bets if you're never willing to make one. That's all I
That's
have to say.
True.
Let's move to the Youth
Moving on.
League
Youth
Power Rankings!
Here we go, baby!
Yo. First off, I'm going to comment on ABs. If he's not top 3 in the power rankings, there will be a rant next week.
Uh-oh.
Just for saying that, AB, I might move you. Anyway, here we go. Coming in at number 10, it is Banana Sergio dropping
Uh-oh.
6 points this
Wow.
week.
Six spots?
Six
Wow.
spots.
Place,
wow.
whatever you want to say. He's been up and down and up and down and up and down. He's got a great week and then he's got an off week. And
Yeah.
this week, he is the Youth League a caboose.
Ooh, ouch. Ouch.
I didn't even write down how many points he had. I think it was like 98.
Who cares?
It was less than 100. Which means this is good news. Coming in at number 9, it's Rachel and Monica,
Wow.
Allie and Jordan. They are 2 and 4, tied for last place in the league, but it's really just a matter of time until that team starts winning. I think
Yeah.
they have potential.
Yeah.
But look on the bright side, you guys are not the caboose this week.
Yeah.
So that being said, we're giving you the cheer award.
Okay. Yay.
No, it's kind of like this, like, hey.
And there was much rejoicing.
That's what I should have found.
Exactly, yeah.
And there was much rejoicing. Yeah.
And then they ate Robin's minstrels, and there was much rejoicing.
Yeah.
What
All
is
right,
that?
That's
anyway,
great.
the show you won't watch,
Holy Grail.
Holy Grail, Monty
I
Python.
watched it at your house.
I know, and you were like, that was dumb.
It's
It was dumb.
fantastic. Coming in at number 8, it's old Mother Hubbard Cheryl dropping 1 spot this week, getting
Yeah.
a whoops-a-daisy
At least we got
because
one.
we got one. She started Rashid Shaheed,
She's not the only one.
Yeah.
who got injured with 2.3 points, leaving Deontay Johnson on the bench with 19 points.
Yeah.
And she only lost by 9.
Ooh.
Now, we can
Ouch.
give her all the whoops-a-daisies we want, but
Ow.
it's me that kind of helps her with her team.
Yeah.
And
So you get an honorary
You
whoop
know what?
So you
Yeah.
get a whoops
Give
a
yourself.
Daniel.
I'll give myself
Hey,
a
Cheryl,
whoops a
give,
Daniel.
give him the whoops a Daniel.
It's a
Cheryl.
whoops a Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Whoops-a-Daniel, yeah. So
Who did Cheryl play this
Sorry
week
about
and
that,
lose
babe.
to?
She lost to Eric, who is in 7th place.
Whoa!
Yeah, 7th
That's
place here.
horrible.
That's a kick to the gut. Man.
It is.
Where's the football one?
Yeah, right. That's
hold up. I can actually play that now
Oh,
because
the loser,
we have,
Eric,
we have
man.
video backup.
I
So
don't think you can because it's not anywhere
Where is
there.
it?
There it
Here
is.
that hurts. Ouch.
That's what it's like when you
was.
lose
that's
to
what
Eric
it's like
in the
losing
youth
to
league.
Eric.
Yeah.
That's
Is
right.
this his first win?
Yeah.
No, 2nd. No, he's third. He's
Oh
3 and
my
3.
goodness, he's
So,
3 and 3.
That's
Eric-
surprising.
Vetoed Eric. Jumps 3 places this week out of 10th. He's 3 and 3, but I really just can't move you any
No.
higher because your team name is awful.
Yeah.
Hess 3 and
Agreed.
3.
Hess 3 and 3. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. No
Hess
award
3
for
and
you.
3.
Coming in at number 6, it is Joey Casey.
No award for him.
Climbing 2 more spots this week because he won, knocking off the number 1 team in the league.
Wow.
Myself. Yay.
Man.
He's 3 and 3 also, but he gets the Met Award.
I like how he only went up 2 spots for beating the number 1 team.
This is why. He only had 119 points.
I guess.
He started Dak Prescott. He was saved by a big game from Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What are the odds?
Yeah. Coming in at number 5, it's Ross and Marcel.
I'm opposed to this
Aaron
one.
and PJ. You lost this week. Dropped 2 places. You only dropped 2 places.
We scored a ton of points.
Yes, which means that you are the
143 points.
143 points.
2 leagues in which I am the biggest loser, which we'll get to.
Second highest score this week. You played the Juggernaut.
It's a confirmation.
I could have put you higher in the power rankings, but you lost, so no. Coming in at number 4.
Come on, man.
At number 4, it is
You're making money. Come on,
Can
man.
Brown do for you, myself?
Boo.
Dropping 1 more place. I was tied for 3rd last week.
He should be 5.5, and we should be like
I'm
5.
on a 2-game losing streak right now.
slide.
This
That
is
hurts,
awful.
yeah.
I think it's time to change my name because these guys are hardly working.
So UPS is not working for you? They're not delivering their packages on time?
They're
You gotta
not.
switch to
They're
FedEx,
not.
baby.
FedEx. Yeah, maybe. Change it to FedEx.
Or just order off Amazon.
Certainly not DHL. You'll be even worse.
Javonte Williams this week, I had to have him step in because none of my running backs were active. He gave me 4.
That's a bad state.
That's
when
a bad.
You're Javonte Williams.
I know. Tell me about it.
Hey,
Mike
I know what
Evans,
that's like.
who's been a stud, only had 5
AFC.
points.
Yeah,
Yeah, no working hard for my team.
that's rough.
Coming at number 3, this is where the fun Higgins Isaac jumping up 2 spots.
Isaac won?
Yeah.
Wow.
You don't even know?
He
He's on a winning
didn't even
streak,
say
too.
anything about it. He was so irritated by the other league. But anyway, yeah.
He's 3-3. He won. His team
Wow.
was working hard this week.
Wait a second.
What?
I'll say, make a comment after this is over. I got 2 comments.
You can't stop me!
Show!
That's right.
Yeah.
He had
So,
100 what? Go ahead.
He's 3-3
Yeah.
and scored less than us, but he's ahead of us in the power
Yeah, but he
rankings.
won.
See, here's the thing. He won.
Yeah.
And the
Points
age
plus
as
rank
the denominator.
To the
Right.
name exponential.
We're too old.
And his
We're
name
too
is
old.
way better than yours.
Yeah, we're too old.
His name is.
He won.
It says this is where is it?
He-
this is where the fun
this is-
begins.
this is where the fun
We've
Higgins.
had Ross and Marcel
Higgins.
for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It's just because he doesn't like Friends. He's never watched
Fine.
Friends. He
But
doesn't
still,
understand
I understand
the
the
joke.
logic, and we'll come to that
Yeah,
later.
yeah,
in
but
my-
There is no logic
yes,
in your
there
power
is.
rankings.
There's an equation.
There is an equation right there.
But
Right there.
you put in the numbers, it doesn't compute up
It does.
to number 3.
It does.
Okay.
He had
Ours is
132 points this week, beating Jordan and Allie.
But
20.
he
Yeah.
won, but he
Listen.
played Jordan Alley.
Yeah.
That shouldn't count.
Still,
It's like playing
He
Aaron.
had almost as many points as you, and he
Yeah.
won. So
Yeah.
By the way, Cheryl commented, is glad to see Daniel falling out of the top.
Anyway, he had 20 points
With
from,
the LOL emoji.
Kenneth Walker, 22 from Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah. Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah, how about
starting
him?
for Devin
Tyrone
Singletary.
Tracy.
25 from Garrett Wilson. He's
Yeah.
been a stud last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 2, here you go, AB. It's
Boo!
Middlecorn. But I think you need to change your
Boo!
name to Texan Corn.
Texan corn.
Texan
Yeah,
Corn. I
okay.
like it.
All
Because
right.
of 24 points and
So
28
you're
from
like you're
Stroud
texting and eating
and
corn,
Yeah.
or is it
Nixon.
like
Oh, I like that.
you're
Yeah,
in
maybe.
Texas
Yeah, Texan
with
corn.
corn?
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I don't
to
know how
his
much corn's
credit,
grown in Texas.
Kittle did get him 22 points,
Yeah.
so whatever.
Whatever.
Currently, he's ranked number 1 in the league, but he only scored 119, so
Yeah.
I can't
He's
give
number
you
one
number
in the
1.
league.
He's
I'm going to
number
boo
1,
yet
yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is there a boo?
let's all
I
collude
think
against
there is.
AB. I think
Yeah.
that would be a good strategy.
I don't remember who he plays this week, but I
Can
think
you imagine if he won
I
this
think he's going to win
youth league?
again.
Yeah.
We would never hear the end of it.
that. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Jinx,
I love
you both
Michael
owe me a
Keaton.
Coke.
Yeah.
Number 1
You can't
in
talk
the
to
youth
give me a
league
Coke.
this week. It is Chandler Brody.
It's Mrs.
With
Chenandler being
188 points, making him this week's juggernaut.
Mrs. Chenandler bomb.
I feel like he was just last place in the league like 2 weeks ago.
He's been last
Suddenly
place
he's
for
number
like
1.
years.
How lucky was this?
4-2, climbing up to first place. He's tied for first place in the league
Yeah.
here. Came out of nowhere and
What a
just
joke.
stomped you guys into the ground this week.
What a joke.
33 points from Jordan Love, 25 from Bijan, 36 from Chris Godwin, 23 from Zay Flowers.
Well,
how about
What
that?
a joke.
Godwin and
What a
Flowers
stud.
had outlier days.
I know.
They did.
What a
Bijan
joke.
finally showed up,
Yeah.
so
We're the
He had-
second.
he-
we're the second highest in the league, and we run into the juggernaut.
Yeah,
and
that's
we're
how
What
it
a
fifth.
joke.
works.
And we're
Now you know
fifth
how
in
I
the power
feel.
rankings. Thank you very
What a
much.
joke.
It is a joke. The power rankings are a joke.
Here we go.
Speaking of jokes, let's get to the men's league power rankings.
You made
Here we
it.
go,
Get in the
AFC.
Aaron section.
Here we go, AFC, baby.
Getting to Aaron.
I am excited to deliver the news this week. This is going to be amazing. We are what are you laughing at?
I'm not saying. I'm listening closely to the AFC Power
All right, starting off at number 10, you're going to listen closely, John, because it's the Iowa Barnstormers. John and Eric losing to me.
Hold on. Our team isn't the Iowa Barnstormers. It's Iowa Barnstormers.
That's what I said.
No,
It's
you said the Iowa Barnstormers. We're not
Fine.
contentious like the
You're not
Ohio
Ohio
State.
We have
State,
the
yeah.
team Iowa Barnstormers
Yeah.
losing to me, Aaron. They are now 2-4, posting a whopping 85.6 points.
Listen, when you have the number one
in
pick who's
last
never played a
place
game the whole
with
season.
virtually no one on their team showing up to play football, and a goose egg from Marvin
He got
Harrison.
injured.
They don't have the worst record in the league, but they muster one of the lowest scores of the year, which I think
It's
is
not-
worthy of
I've
last
had lower
place.
scores
And
than
I
this.
think we all know what that means. This is the AFC caboose.
All right, you can stop the sound effect.
We're
now.
gonna listen to the whole
You don't like
thing.
listening to the whole thing. Aaron doesn't want to listen to the whole thing. I can talk over the sound effect. I don't have to listen to the whole thing. You can't see it on the screen, but
It's
Daniel's
just very reassuring
shaking
to
the
me.
mouse around.
It's very
off and on.
reassuring
Can't
to
move
me
it,
when I
so-
hear it. But anyway, enough about the last place team.
The conductor.
The second to last place team, I think we all know who it is. It's Eric Pickens' nose in Laporta Potty. Loses to Jeremy. Is now goose egg in 6,
Oof.
which is one of the worst starts I've ever seen in any
I
league.
like how I have 2 more wins and I'm in last place.
Well, hey, I said it was, what about the wins?
Yeah, what about them?
Is
Yeah.
Eric
But
starting
anyway,
Nick Chubb?
he still scores 102 points. What do you have to say about that? And even though he isn't in last place, it still wasn't good.
I like how you did that out of
horrible.
vengeance.
Absolutely horrible performances from Calvin Ridley and Travis Etienne. Just killed him. And he left 50 points on the bench, which would
See what
normally
Randy
be a whoopsie-daisy. But in this case, in the end, it didn't even matter.
No matter what Eric does, it
I know,
doesn't matter.
doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter.
Which brings us to number 8, and that's right, it's Mr. Washed Up Daniel who loses
How's
to
it
Nathan.
feel?
Now,
Wow, rankings
I'm
are
gonna,
good,
I'm
aren't
gonna
they?
explain something
Hold
here.
on.
He had 175 points, but I just want to point out he's 3-3, which is still 3-3, and a loss is a loss, right? It appears that his name is becoming a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy. He got everything he could out of his team, and he scored the second most points in the league, which obviously
both
makes him the biggest loser. And now I'll pause for words from our sponsor.
You know what? There was so much anger Sunday night watching this game. Because Sunday afternoon I'm watching this, and I texted Nathan.
Yeah.
He's texting me. He's like, "I'm getting a little scared because
Yeah.
I was starting to keep up on him."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, you're in trouble." Because I still had Jamar Chase and a couple others, I think, in the afternoon
Yeah.
games that were supposed to put up points. And it came down to where I just needed like 16 points from Jamar Chase. And he catches a couple. It's looking a little rough for the
Yeah.
whatever you call them, that
Yeah,
team.
yeah,
Bengals,
Bengals.
there it is,
Yeah.
in the first half. But then he catches a couple. It's like, okay, yeah, I got a good chance. And then you know what he does? Jamar Chase, yeah, you might want to move
I
that.
was going to say,
You might
I
wanna
don't know
move
what's
that.
about to happen.
Jamar Chase drops
Hold on. We got to prepare.
a 25-yard pass right here, right through his hands. And you know how much I lost by? 3 points. Less than 3 points.
So you watched your own
I
demise on the
Live.
I'm not sure what that catch would have been.
Here you go.
But he had room to run, too.
That is the
He
beauty.
had room to run. Every player to drop a ball on a Sunday night.
That is.
Jamar Chase ruining my week.
I love it. That is the beauty of fantasy football right there.
I like how he laughed so hard he made him blow his nose.
Coming
And
in. What?
And then you know what Nathan texted me? Yesterday. So yesterday was my birthday,
Okay.
right? He texted me, "Hey, happy birthday, buddy. Hope you're ready for your present."
That's pretty cruel.
My
though.
goodness.
On your birthday too.
All right, moving on. Number 7, we have Ford versus Lamar Ferrari. Judah losing to Ben, dropping to 3-3, 126.6 points, and he's on a 2-game slide with an awful performance from his namesake, Jerome Ford. He is cobbling a team together with Wandale Robinson, Xavier Leggett, Jalen Tolbert, and Roshan Johnson. So I bet he was glad to see Hurts and Devonta Smith back. Regardless, everything was just mad. And coming in at number 6, we have James Conner. Isaac losing to Tristan, dropping also to 3-3.
Say it like you're Sean Connery.
I did. James Conner.
All right.
And 110.3 points. And this one was a bit of a toss-up between Judah and Isaac, but Isaac has a better team name, so you got to go with the formula.
I just don't
A
think...
generally rough week from all involved other than Josh Allen, who popped his head back up from the dumpster. But a goose egg from Goddard and a dismal performance from the Cardinals doomed him against a team that had one receiver missing. His team was hardly working.
That's the best because there was a guy not playing.
And if you know anything about Isaac, there is absolutely nothing that angers him more than losing to a team who doesn't start a player. Coming in at number 5, what a God win. And I think that can be interpreted 2 ways. What a good win or what a God send. I don't know what he's going for, but either way, it's Chris Godwin. No, it's Jeremy beating Eric. Pulling back to 3-3, 149.9 points.
Eric doesn't have a win. It shouldn't be up the side of the power
I'm getting there.
rankings.
And he pulls himself back to 500 with big weeks from Godwin, Debo, Walker, and Madison. Where did that come from? While beating Eric is no major accomplishment,
That's true.
150 points is nothing to sneeze at, and he puts an end to his losing streak in style.
Need
Say
to
it with
sneeze?
me.
They try to shut us down and he ain't inside. Only thing I fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, cause he got me. That's why I really feel like
You can't stop me!
Shibby.
And at number 4, we have the comeback kid, Mr. Nathan, who beats Daniel and pulls himself to 3-3. We got a whole slew of
Still
3-3s there in the middle. This was Daniel's favorite matchup. He congratulated Nathan, 178.92 points. He was glad. He was glad to see his friend win, even though it was at his own expense, because that's the type of guy that Daniel is. And what a performance by Nathan's entire team. He tried hard to lose it by starting Saquon over Algier and Tyrone Tracy, but Joe Mixon, Deontay, Kittle, and even his defense and kicker picked up the slack.
Yeah.
I think we can safely say he was the AFC juggernaut.
All right, I got one quick comment.
Okay.
While I'm number 10 in the power rankings,
Yes.
I'm only 1 win out of number 4.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
It is the point.
That's not the point.
It
You
is
had
the point.
such a poor performance that you were in 10th place.
I probably have one of the highest points.
Listen, I only am 1 game out. That's all I
I
gotta
put
say.
Daniel in 8th place,
Be
and he scored
afraid.
170.
Be very afraid. That's all I have to say.
At number 3, we have I Love Fields, Tristan, who beats Isaac.
How can you have
pulls to
Tristan this
4-2. He scores 121.4 points, and he did his best to lose it by not starting a third receiver, but it seems that Isaac just didn't want it this week. He got reasonable performances from most of his team, but I'd say when he's at church this Sunday, he should praise the Lord.
He's a one-handed praiser.
At number 2,
He's like,
I usually got my fingers on the guitar.
he's,
Yet, so I gotta go.
you did that in sync. Do you guys realize
Yeah,
that?
I know. Because we both do the same thing. You got to keep this hand on the guitar.
It's got to be ready to strum
right.
real quick.
At number 2, we have Bigsby Smalls, who is Benjamin Butcher, beating Judah, giving Judah what he deserves. Ben pulls to 4-2 with 142.06 points, and Ben is on a tear, winning 3 in a row with big performances from
He's a scary team.
Jaden Daniels, Garrett Wilson, and Terry McLaurin, each scoring 23 points. And you know what that means. That's a wonder triplets.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
And I'm lightning.
I was gonna say you just stand and
Still
cheer
not
us
in
on.
on the lightning. But anyway. And at number 1, at number 1, rocketing right back
Let's
to
move
number
on
1.
to the NFC
it is
Power
Bruce and
Rankings.
Quiet, myself,
Boo.
beating John and Eric,
Boo.
the only 5-1 team in the league. Not a great point total at 121.26 points. And on Sunday, John, there was a time where it was 80-80 after I got negative points from Olave and a hot steaming pile from Kyler Murray. I thought to myself, it's over. But then John and Eric's team really came through by not scoring another point. And both
whole
Derrick
rest
Henry
of the day.
and Brees Hall went off.
Brees Hill.
Finally,
Yeah.
which put me over the top. I can't say it enough. A win is a win, and I am back in first place, even though for the second time this season,
You've been in
it
first place
was
this whole time.
a bit lucky.
You got Sharks, Pigs, Lucky.
I was in last place last week, John.
You were?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You guys jump around.
I
way
don't
too
remember
much.
a lot of last week.
It's not how power rankings are supposed to work.
It's exactly how a power rankings are supposed to work. Speaking of which, let's get to the real men's league, the NFC.
Is that what we're
the
calling
Premier
this one,
League.
the real
We've been
men's league?
calling it this way all
I think it's
season.
the real men's
It's
league.
League One Premier League.
Yeah.
We covered that
Yeah.
like week 1.
And then Daniel's League 2.
Coming in at number 10. No, they're in
The
the
youth league is
they're single A.
Okay, all right.
Coming in at number 10, it has to be Jason's Pistachio Farm Jason. 2 and 4. This week's theme is a multi-award combination. Jason gets the Caboose Daisy.
Wow.
You hit the boot.
That's crazy.
So, like you
That's
covered
fun.
before, 78 points, the lowest in the league. And he started Dallas Goedert, who was injured on the
Yep.
third play of the game and got
Yep.
him 0.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Mark Andrews was on his bench.
Wow.
Yep.
And the 0.6 is important because Prescott, he started, got
15.6.
3-2, and he kept Jared Allen on the bench.
Jared
with
Allen.
28.
Jared Allen, the defensive end, or Josh Allen?
Josh Allen. That's
There we
why I
go.
said Jared Allen,
Yeah.
because it's in the
Mhm.
script.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, 28. So we're doing some math. He got 78.3.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We take off the 3.2 for Prescott because
Yeah.
he should have benched
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And we add the 15.6
Yeah.
from Andrews. It leads them up to 90.7. And then if we add 28.4 for Josh Allen, he'd had 119 points, which would have been... You had 110, so it would have been 8.3 points, and he
Wow.
would have won instead
Wow.
of being the fat caboose.
Wow.
Had he not whoops-a-daisy.
That was
Andrews
painful,
That's
Jason.
and
a rough
Allen.
whoopsie-daisy.
That's painful,
Wow.
Jason.
Plus, he put the I quit gif in
Yeah, I
the chat
know.
in the text.
He just
That
walked
was
out
pretty
into
good.
the ocean. Just
But
called it a
nothing's
day.
better than number 9. It is
Yeah.
Violence of the Lamb, Aaron. He lost again. You're 5-1 in the AFC. You're 1-5 in the NFC. I like the symmetry there. You're up 2 spots from last week when you were number 11, so that's good. You're up to number 9. And you lost. You had a respectable 153, but you ran into the buzzsaw of the sneaky buggers. They will sneak up on you. You had Baker Mayfield 35, Ken Walker 21, Scary Terry. You should have your team name just be Scary Terry
No.
in this league. 23 points. It wasn't enough, so you are the biggest loser. Aaron, how's it feel?
So I'm just going to highlight it this way. You say a respectable 153 points.
respectable.
It's a lot more than respectable.
Not
It's
really.
better than anybody else
It's
in the
respectable.
league.
It's
And
respectable.
the only
Not
person
better
I
than
lose
anyone
to
in the league because Todd
is
had
Todd,
more than you.
With finally putting up a week after some horrible weeks the last couple. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I got good scores from everybody. I've had so many good points this year, and I'm 1-5. There is no way this is a 1-5 team.
I think this is your best score though of the year. You can't say you've had like
I've had
150.
a couple other that have been good. At least 140, and I've
Hold on.
lost.
It wasn't obviously good enough. You just
It's
need to play
ridiculous.
better. You just
This
need
is
to play
ridiculous.
better. I think it all comes down from the leadership, Jerry Jones. Anyways,
That's right.
coming in at number 8, it is Aaron's favorite team, Randy.
This is dumb.
What's dumb? Randy's team?
No, that he ranked him higher than me.
He's 2-4. You're 1-5.
You said earlier the record doesn't matter.
You said it doesn't matter to me. So why are you
Fine,
getting
I
mad?
said it doesn't matter.
This week with the loss to Tom, and we're going to give Randy the Bye 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 Award. We usually reserve it for the end of the show, but this is where the bye came from. This goes to a team that had a bunch of guys on bye, and that's why he lost.
Yeah.
So, Achan was on a bye.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones was on a bye, so his starting running backs were out.
Yeah.
Jordan Addison, who he had started, and Tutu Atwell were both on byes. And he's having to start Austin Eckler against Baltimore.
Yeah.
And Christian Kirk against the Bears.
Yeah.
And Tyler Kraft might be over now that all the receivers are back for Green Bay.
Isn't it
He had
Tucker
that one.
Kraft?
Is it Tucker Kraft?
Tucker Kraft, I think. Yeah.
Tyler
Anyway.
Tucker. I don't think the Packers really matter because they can't
And-
beat
They probably
real
don't
good
even know.
teams.
Hey,
But that means
hey.
coming in at number 7, it is the
Man.
Sun God.
Man, what?
And the Sun God did not help Pastor D,
7 and 8
Pastor
in the 2
Daniel
leagues. Wow.
move up
Yeah.
in the power rankings. He's
Should have been
won.
like 2 and 3.
Yeah.
He's 4 and 2, but only 110 points.
Yeah.
That's fewer than Dave Schmidt's 111.
Wow.
Yikes!
Wow.
He gets the I don't have the meh power.
it, Captain. I did have the power.
Well, I wonder if I can like overlap them.
That's why
it, Captain. I did have the power.
you can!
Wow!
Wow!
Hey,
Sometimes
it's
I
all
can't.
thanks to your team
I
that we
don't
can
have
do that.
the-
You don't have the meh.
I don't have the
Dude,
fart.
give it-
I like it. Wow.
110, not a lot of power. You won, but not a lot of power. If Baltimore was on a bye, you'd have had 66 points because
my.
Flowers
But I
gave
would have
you
played
23
other
points.
That's
Well-
that's a weird stat, but we'll go with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
The only people that really scored for him were from Baltimore.
Yeah.
But the other guys who would have started, but they wouldn't have been that good because Zay
Yeah.
Flowers and Lamar went crazy.
That much.
Coming in at number 6, it is usually reserved for a different position and a different award, but it is Night Raiders Dave.
Yeah.
He's 1 and 5. He's lost 3 in a row.
This is
How is
dumb.
he above?
He's not the biggest loser this week.
This is
He
dumb.
scored he
is really
scored
dumb.
more than you. That's why.
This is
So
dumb.
what? Look
And
at
we're
the
giving
age.
Dave.
Yeah.
I'm like a quarter of his age.
This is dumb.
You don't understand,
third.
but it's
Third of
inverse
his age.
age, which it boosts the
No.
point score.
I
That's not
scored
how it works.
150 points.
So it doesn't matter.
It does.
You guys just stink, is all that matters. But Dave gets what he asked for. He gets the Left Me Hanging award.
Yep.
Bueller.
So Dave put his own rant in the
Which
text.
was great.
I'm going to read it for you
Yeah.
now.
I can't
Okay.
read his text. He never puts the period in.
First of all, Eric, well, you old people need to have all the punctuation in is what you need,
I
Dad.
have
You
no
need to learn
idea
how
where
to
his
read.
sentence is going.
So Eric sent us a text rant last week. Dave sent one this
Yeah.
week. So
Yeah.
here we go. I love fantasy football. 2 players again hurt. Etienne and Alave negative points. When you play Dave, you don't have to set your lineup. You win anyway. Just like last week, my high score of the year and lost 155 points. You want to win? Play me. Also, week 12, I have 9 players on bye. That works. That was an amazing rant, Dave.
Speaking of players on bye
right.
across all 3 leagues this week, I don't have a single player on bye.
Really? Yeah.
I thought it was an error
Yeah.
somewhere.
I got a couple in each one. I think.
Coming in at number 5 was a team no one believed in except for this guy. It is Tom's terrific team. Tom,
Yeah,
he's
still
2
don't
and
believe
4. He's on a 2-game winning streak. He gets the love it every minute.
Wow.
He won 2 in a row and he's loving it. He's top 5 in the power rankings, loving it. 22 points from George Kittle, loving it. 25 from Bijan, because he could get a welcome back, like you said, loving it.
Bye, John.
26 from Derrick Henry, loving it.
Bye,
Jordan
John.
Love, over 33 points, and he's
Yeah.
loving every minute of it.
Unbelievable.
Did you get how I put the loving and the
I got
Jordan
it. Yeah,
Love in
I
there?
got it. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. Jordan loving every minute of it. Yeah.
Jordan loving every minute of it.
Yep.
Can you see Tom just screaming like Kramer?
I know. Yeah.
We should have him do that on
Right.
Sunday at
Yeah,
church. He just
right.
comes up on the platform and Tom was like, I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I would pay him $100 if he would
Okay.
do that.
You heard it, Tom.
Do it.
$100 on
He's
the
not
table.
gonna
if you
do
don't
it.
do
No.
All right, coming in number 4, it is Hall and Odunze, Man-Eater.
Pat Dunze.
Hall and Pat Dunze.
Listen, when you put the stuff
don't
in it,
know.
auto-corrects to who
Wow.
knows what. Chris, anyway, he gets...
Yeah.
He's 4 and 2, and he gets your favorite, Aaron. It is the unicorn.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna be best friends forever, and I'll name her Betty.
The only reason Chris won was because of Caleb Williams, which I think is kind of funny because a diehard Packer fan
Yeah, I
is rooting
know.
for the Bears.
Yeah,
Quarterback, 226 yards, 4 touchdowns, 56 rushing yards, 36.64 points.
Wow.
How much was the studs points this week? Was Godwin?
Well, I didn't go with that.
I'm not saying it was. I'm just saying
36.4,
it's just a
something
lot
like
of
that.
a lot of
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Only Brees Hall had more than 20 points on his team.
Yeah.
Everybody else was under 20.
Yeah.
So Caleb wins the week for Chris. He had 7 players on his starters with 11 points or less.
Ah,
Most of them
man.
were lower. So he got the Unicorn
So
Award.
irritating.
He's
that these
number
people are
4.
getting wins.
4-2. Coming in at number 3 is the team that you lost to this week. It is Sneaky Buggers Todd.
Ridiculous.
He's 3-3, and he gets the Working Juggernauts. Shout it out for the sneaky guys, so he can't sneak up and get you like he did to Aaron. You can't stop Todd Falstead.
That's why I really feel like nothing stops me. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool, actually.
Over 170 points. Plus, he
not-
didn't start. He didn't start a tight end.
I'm not cheering for Todd.
It was like Isaac playing, and there's nobody
Yeah.
there. And he had Saquon. His number 1 pick got 7.
I'm not cheering for
Here we
Todd.
go. Chuba Hubbard, 15. Stephon Diggs, 19. DeAndre Swift, 21. A.J. Brown, 24. Jalen Hurts, 25. Plus, Purdy was on his bench with 30. He could have had more.
Wow.
And then he had the stud, Chris Godwin, with 36. That's why he's the juggernaut. That's why he's working hard. That's why he's the working juggernaut.
Okay.
You wouldn't think of the juggernaut working like at Home Depot or something, but he's got a
Boo.
job.
Boo.
All right, there is no number 2 in the men's league power ranking. We have coming in at 1B.
Okay.
It is Lovin' My Neighbor,
Okay.
Eric.
All right.
He is 5-1.
Yeah.
He suffered his first loss. He was one of only 2 undefeated teams through the whole season. He gets the missed it by that much.
Missed it by that much.
Yeah. Wow.
I beat him in a battle of undefeated by 4.22
Man.
points.
Wow.
He had 3 guys on bye, 3 guys with injuries. Amari Cooper, 8 points.
Yeah.
James Conner, 6 points.
Yeah.
Brian Thomas. If any of those guys score,
Yeah.
if they each score like 1.5 points more,
My goodness.
he wins.
Wow.
But he doesn't. There's a lot of meat left on the bone for those guys in real life.
Man.
Yep.
He'd be undefeated, but instead, somebody else is the only undefeated team in all 3 leagues, including the league he resides, the Premier League. Coming in at 1A in the power rankings, it is Running Up That Hill! We should have the thing where it was running up the hill, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
with the music and stuff. It's me, I'm 6-0, and I get the Gutsiest Award.
I don't know how it's
I got no
gutsy
sound
when you're
effect
too
for that.
chicken
It's-
to give yourself the one overall.
It was like the cheering one, or the guys.
hear
It's the gang running through the field and
What?
stuff. It's in the
It's
in the
there.
awards lineup, and it
It's
says
for
what it is.
guys.
That's it right there.
No,
I
that's
mean, that's
not
not
it.
it. But we,
It's
here.
a.
Oh, here.
There
That
you
one?
go.
Did you put his face
that
up
you?
on the screen too?
I did. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's me right there. I am William Wallace. They may take our lives, but they'll never take higher ground in the power rankings.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Snake
you
Eyes
didn't
fell
even
down.
have the guts to rate yourself number 1. You're 1A.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
Well, if you let me listen, I'll
Okay.
tell you.
All right.
I got the Gutsiest Award because I started our friend Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
I picked him up off the trash heap of waivers.
As Eric would say, you're
He-
really drinking from the milk carton now, aren't
He
you?
was injured, and he is Joe Mixon, the guy that we all make fun of
Yeah.
for like 6 years
Yes.
in this league.
And he's been fine all 6 of those
He's
years.
not been
Randy is
fine.
the only one who has an incalculable hatred for Joe Mixon.
I had 3 buys, I had injuries, I had Tank Bigsby who I could have started, but
Yeah.
Joe Mixon, of all people, 28 points, 13 rushes, only ran it 13 times for
Yeah.
102 yards,
Yep.
a touchdown, 3 receptions,
Man.
30 yards and a touchdown. No, nobody guessed that either.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a welcome back, but I wanted to bring a fresh award into it.
Okay.
I'm glad you found William Wallace for
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
The whole team was really gutsy in the face of Loving My Neighbors because I did not believe we could win.
Wow.
But they went out on the field and they conquered. They
Unbelievable.
battled. They say, you may remember from every day, from this day to that, when they die, I forget the whole speech. I wasn't prepared to do the William Wallace speech.
Yeah,
But
I can't
he's
remember.
riding his
Yeah,
horse
I
back
know,
in
yeah,
front.
yeah,
He says,
yeah.
"Will you trade one day?" Oh, that's a great speech.
It is.
We should play that
I
sometime.
know, it's good.
We get together and we could just watch
Yeah.
Braveheart.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Anyways, we beat Loving My Neighbors, and we're both 1A, 1B because I don't think anybody wants to play Eric.
Yeah.
No.
He's going to crush everybody. That's why he's 1B. He doesn't deserve to be number 2. He's good.
Yep.
By the way, Aaron, you're 5-1 in the AFC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 6-0 in the NFC. How's that feel? How do you like them apples?
Well, I'm playing the better team.
How do you
so-
like them apples? Yeah,
Our
like
division-
Loving My Neighbors in
our
the
division
AFC
is
Youth
better.
League.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Here we go with the pick'ems for this week. Starting off for the Youth League, it's me versus Sergio.
You're picking
This
Sergio!
would be Sergio's upswing week, but I just have no confidence in him. I'm going me. It's you two versus Casey.
That's correct.
I'm going you two.
Yeah,
You have to.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Because we're good.
That's right.
I mean, Casey's good too.
No, he's not.
I'd be okay with being wrong on that one.
I
Yeah.
think Brody's good, and I don't know about Casey.
Next is AB versus Eric. Yeah, dang it, AB.
You have to
Why
pick him.
I can't take Eric.
Nobody
Gotta
can
go
pick
AB.
Eric. I
Now
don't
you
think
gotta
Eric
root
would
for
pick Eric.
Abraham.
I think AB and Eric should
awful.
water bet and see who wins. that
Ooh,
would
you
be
should.
amazing.
Water bet. AB and Eric. Put it in the
They're
chat.
probably too chicken. Uh-oh. I can't
What's that?
believe the
Here
next
it
matchup.
is. This
Next
one.
one. Cheryl versus Jordan and Allie.
Oh,
battle of the
my.
ladies.
9 versus 10. Yep.
I want to see a water bet on this one.
that would be
They're
awesome.
not
Come
gonna
on,
water bet
ladies.
their chicken.
Water
Just do
bet. Water bet.
Nothing's gonna happen.
I'm going Cheryl.
You pick Cheryl every week. I
know.
think
He
it's just
has
because you have the.
I have to.
Yeah.
I can't root against
Do you
it.
think Jordan and Allie are gonna lose?
Yes.
All right.
Last one is Isaac and Brody. I'm going Brody.
Yeah.
And nobody's beating Brody after
Come on,
last
Isaac.
week.
Brody is the Loving My Neighbors of the youth
Pull it
league.
together, Isaac.
He is.
I'm cheering for Isaac and
Is
Sergio.
Isaac's team any good?
They're
They're
okay.
Yeah.
They're working
They can
hard
do
this
it.
week.
Yeah, they're doing all
All
right.
right.
All right, AFC. We have
AFC.
Isaac versus Daniel.
Yeah. I know who you're gonna take.
Ah.
You want to get wet or do you want to be loyal?
Well, I'm gonna take Daniel because I don't think Isaac.
That's right.
I'd be
That's
happy
right.
for
Can
Isaac.
you
if
feel
he
the
wins,
love
but-
tonight, Isaac?
And we have Nathan and Todd. I don't think Nathan can keep it going. We're going
Really?
Todd.
All right.
We have Eric versus Judah, and I'm going Judah.
You have to. Eric is winless.
We're going PJ and Eric versus Tristan, and I'm going Tristan, baby.
Well, it doesn't hurt because our team is
Right.
horrible.
And we have Aaron versus Jeremy.
Yeah.
And you got to go with the winner. You got to go me.
I can't wait till you lose. Hey,
You know, one of these weeks, Eric's gonna
Jeremy,
win, and we're all
challenge
gonna be like,
him.
"Oh."
I want you.
Ooh.
Challenge Jeremy
Yeah.
to a water bet.
Anytime,
Jeremy,
Jeremy.
Aaron, water
anytime.
bet.
Come on. You
Let's-
might need to put it in the group chat because I don't think he's watching.
Yeah.
Let's get into the NFC.
Premier
It is
League, what do we
me versus Dave. I mean, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, it's me.
Dave. Oh,
It's
what?
me.
You and I were in
It's
different places.
Todd
there.
versus Tom. I got my heart in my head. My heart says
Your heart's
Tom,
in
but
your
my
head.
head says Todd.
Yeah.
I'm going Todd. All right, Christian.
Hold on.
What?
How was there a Todd in the AFC?
We got two Todds.
What are we doing
No.
here? Nathan versus who?
Uh-oh.
That's not me. This
Uh-oh.
is yours. This is your. You tell me. You're the commissioner of the AFC.
What league is Todd in? The NFC?
He's in the
Who are we
NFC.
missing?
That might have been my mistake. Nathan versus... Is it
Ben?
Ben? It must
Yeah,
be Ben.
Okay, I'm still taking Ben.
Yeah. All right, Chris versus Jason. I mean,
Yeah, there's Ben. It says me.
Yeah.
He's playing Eric. Or Nathan. He's playing Nathan.
there's no way to take Jason the pistachio farmer.
Yeah,
Let's go
that's
with Chris.
tough. That's tough.
Aaron versus Eric.
I'm coming back this
It's-
week.
You're gonna be loving the neighbors
One
when they
versus last.
crush you.
And I am going to be loving it when I am 2-5.
Extend a water bet.
And
Another
you
water
are getting another cup from me next
Extend
week.
to Eric a water bet if you
Eric
really
doesn't
believe.
do water bets.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You're not even inviting him. He may change his mind just this week.
I know what
This
I'm
could.
doing.
No, you're not betting because you know you're gonna lose. Finally, it's Pastor Daniel versus Randy.
Come on, go
And
for
while
Randy.
I want them both to lose, there's
on,
no
go
way
for
I'm
Randy.
going Randy.
Go for Randy.
I'm going Pastor Daniel here, and
I'm
that
gonna laugh
is
when
the
me
end.
and Jason and Randy get you wet next week, John.
nope.
So, we want to see a Jordan Alley and Cheryl water bet. I want to see a Nathan and Ben water bet.
Okay.
I
An
want to
Aaron
see
and Jeremy water bet.
Yep.
and Aaron and Eric water bet.
I'm not
He's-
Aaron and Eric-y.
You're not
He's-
doing any water bets this week?
I'm crushing.
Yeah?
I'm gonna get crushed
Dave?
by Tristan, and then I'm gonna crush Dave.
Tristan? All right. That wraps up our show for this week.
See you next time.
Aren't you proud of me? I don't say reading rainbow anymore.
I am.
That's good,
It's quite. It's growth. It's demonstrating growth.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it
You're
is.
still whining a lot about the formula, but
I'm just saying you guys pick on me about my stuff, and
Pretty
you guys
sure
have
you
no
wrote the
logic.
formula and you don't use it.
I did write the formula. I use it. That's where all my rankings come from. I plug in the numbers, and out comes the power rankings.
I am
if you
the
guys
formula.
would plug in the
I
numbers,
am the formula.
you would have it.
that formula was named after me.
I'll take that.
Thank you.
I don't think we can make a habit out of getting food every week because we're
you're
probably
keeping
all
that
gonna
one?
die.
Yeah.
There's no. Here's your, I never gave you your Sprite back. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
We have a
gotta
lot of
make
pens.
this
I brought pens.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
brought
brought
pens.
pens.
We're fully stocked.
Yeah,
a lot
plenty
of
of pens.
Fully loaded.
My pants are like twice as heavy. There's a lot of water in those cups or something.
There was, yeah.
I suppose it's